Back to your post today. Let's track the most important topics that we need to keep track for or remember for the upcoming UPSC preliminary examination of 2025. And let's deal with the issues of March 19th. So the very first is about Chandrayaan 3 now gathering data saying that there is water available on the moon and it is much easier to find than that is understood. So water is emerging as a vital source not only for drinking and sanitation needs of the astronauts, but is also being used or also being planned to be used as fuel now for the spacecrafts. Now, finding water on the moon needs knowledge of the temperature of the moon, and let me tell you that the moon days are very hot, temperatures being unsustainable there, and the moon nights are frigidly cold, going down to almost minus 181 degrees. This large difference between the daytime and the nighttime temperatures means that the moon's surface has unique thermophysical properties which need to be studied by our space scientists. So apart from this, confirmation of water on the moon is a very good news, which can be used as for the above sources for the space missions, and this means larger and more longer space missions and also space stations on the moon as well. Apart from that, we have the minister Ashwini Vaishnaw speaking of signing an MOU between Indian Artificial Intelligence Mission that is under the Ministry of Electronics Information Technology and also the Parliament. Now this is being done to access the data that the Parliament has for training in indigenous AI models. The discussion came up during the Raisina dialogue where Ashwini Vaishnaw said that there is a need to have indigenous large language models like ChatGPT, and for this there is a need for large system data. There is also, and this public data sets are needed for development of artificial intelligence. We have AI Kosh, which is a large corpus of data sets, and Indian AI Mission, let me tell you, is a program that was started with a 10,300 crore over a 5-year period to develop the AI ecosystem in India. Apart from this, we have the whole system of AI consisting of Indian AI Mission and its verticals: Indian AI Compute Facility, Indian AI Innovation Center, Indian AI Datasets Platform, which is the AI Kosh, and Indian AI Application Development Initiative, Indian AI Future Skills, Indian AI Startup Financing, and Safe Trusted AI as well. The Houthis have been in the news because they have fired again towards the US after the US have fired on the Houthis. This is with regard to the blocking of the Red Sea shipping lane, and the Houthis now support the Hamas and the West Gaza and the Palestinian issue as well. They are against the Israeli and the US. So this new firing on US comes after it is fired on the Houthi ships, and Houthis are very active in Yemen as well. Houthis are being supported by Iran, let me tell you, and apart from that, they are a Zaidi Shia Islamist military and organization very active in Yemen. During the Arab Spring in Yemen in 2011, the Houthi movement was one of the wide national uprising movement against Saleh, and it was primarily in advancing the interests of the Zaidi community. It also shows solidarity to the Hamas. The Zaidi takes its name from Zaid bin Ali, the great-grandson of Ali, Muhammad's cousin, and the son-in-law whom all Shiites revere. Now, the labour organisations are carrying out a strike against the implementation of the 4 labour codes, which have consolidated 29 existing labour laws into modernised framework: the Code on Wages, the Industrial Relations Code, the Social Security Code, and the Occupational Safety Health Working Conditions Code as well. Now, the Codes on Wages of 2019 consolidates laws related to wages, bonus payments, ensuring universal provision for minimum wages and timely payment. The Industrial Relations Code of 2020 focuses on industrial relations, promoting a framework for protecting workers' rights to form unions and resolving industrial disputes. The Code on Social Security aims to provide social security to the workers, including those in the unorganized sector, and the Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code focuses on ensuring safety and healthy working of the conditions of all the workers. Demands of grants are now being discussed in the Lok Sabha. What is a demand for grant? A demand is a request for a grant, which means a request for funds. But it is presented by ministries and departments and outlines estimated expenditure of the government for the upcoming financial year. The purpose of this is in reflecting the financial requirements of the government, which includes the ministries and the departments, and also it's mentioned in Article 113 of the Constitution, which says that the estimates of the expenditure from the Consolidated Fund of India, which are not charged from the fund, shall be submitted in the form of a demand for grants and to be voted by the Lok Sabha. The demands for grants after being voted by the Lok Sabha are get parliamentary approval and therefore legalize the withdrawal from the consolidated fund for the amount so voted and the amount required to meet the expenditure charged on the consolidated fund of India, which is included in the appropriation bill. There are something called as excess grants, which is provided in Article 115. We have supplementary demand for grants for additional funds. Excess grants are for more funds, and the demands of grants are ministry-wise or sometimes even department-wise as well. And the Election Commission of India, headed by Gyanesh Kumar, now has held a meeting with the officials of the UDI, or the Unified Identification Authority of India, which issues the Aadhaar number, to link voter ID to the Aadhaar number. Now, the Commission reaffirmed that the process will be strictly under Article 326 of the Constitution and the relevant provisions of the Representation of People Act 1950, Supreme Court rulings as well. As per Article 326, voting rights can be given only to citizenship or citizens of India. However, Aadhaar is only a proof of identity and does not give a proof of citizenship. And therefore, it is voluntary on the person to link the Aadhaar to the election voter ID. It is decided that the election voter ID will be linked to the Aadhaar as per the provisions of Article 326 sections of the Representation of the People Act and Supreme Court judgment in 2023, and technical issues are being worked out in this regard. Recently, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, External Affairs, Jai Shankar, had called on to Pakistan to return or to vacate POK to India. Now, Kashmir consists of Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, the Pakistan-administered territories of Azad Kashmir or POK, and Azad Kashmir, Gilgit-Baltistan, which come under the POK, and Chinese-administered territories of Aksai Chin and the Trans-Karakoram Tract. The Indo-Pak War to 1947 drew the boundaries of LOC between India and Pakistan and demarcated the Indian side of Jammu and Kashmir from the Pakistan-occupied territory of Jammu and Kashmir. And this was established by the United Nations in the then 1965. So these are the most important. Balochistan has been in news because of an attack, and Balochistan is a province of Pakistan. It shares borders with Iran and also Afghanistan as well. And these are the most important issues I thought I should be tracking for you all for today. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment at the end of the video. I shall see you in my new post. Until then, it's very happy learning.